ride. Almost at the club, baby.
What's going on to YouTube? Welcome back to the channel to watch another video here with me on M54 and more. By the thumbnail and title, you see what we're doing today. I'm going to show you guys how to change the brake shoes on the E46. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've got my brake shoes here. These are what these ones look like. I think these are the right ones. Once I take off the rotors and everything, I'll look at it again and make sure they look a little thin. But then again, I don't really use brake shoes that much. So first thing I'm gonna do, go ahead and breeze through taking off the wheel, the brakes, and the rotors. And then I'll see what else I need to do before. That should be it. And then once I get those off, then we'll get into it. Okay, so we've got the two caliper bolts back here that I need to pull. I'm gonna just try to pull the whole thing off without taking the brake pads off, because I only need to deal with behind the rotor. I'm not gonna show that because I'm pretty sure the brake shoes will take long enough in this video. I'm not trying to make it long enough, too long. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rip this off, and then I'll come back once I pull the rotor off. Also, I need to get this one off too, down here. Okay, we got the wheel, the calipers and bracket off, the rotor off, and I sprayed down everything with brake cleaner, so it's pretty clean now. So I can go ahead and start working on it. I'll make sure to grease everything, but I'll show you guys exactly why I'm changing them. Not just for the video's sake, you know, I love content, but this is why right here. Half of this one just like disintegrated and just broke off. So half of that one is gone, so it's making it uneven when I set the handbrake, and it just doesn't feel right. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and change this out now. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get these springs off. So I'm gonna get these springs off right here, 1 and 2, and then you have another spring down here, 1, and on the other side too. This right here, you can feel in the back. I won't be able to show that really, but you can feel in the back when it separates. So after I take the springs off, I'll pull that, and then I should be able to get everything off easy. So let's go ahead and try to do that. I might be talking through this, so we'll see. Okay, like I always say, I love my music, but this is something where I need to be very descriptive in what I'm telling you guys to do. So I will sacrifice for this time. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go for this clip right here, this top one. I don't know if you can really see it, but the first thing I'm gonna do is grab this and try to pull it forward and disengage that clip. So once I disengage that one, see, can I get the other one out? I've got this clip out. So that frees up, basically frees up the top, and this is your adjusting point right here. So now I'm gonna go to the bottom down here, grab this one, got that one off. These are not too easy to pull off. So there you go, you have this clip right here off now also. So now the next thing that I'm gonna do is attempt to undo the, unseat the shoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. I'm gonna try to loosen. I'm gonna push in, I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn again. I don't feel loose, there it is. You can see that spring depress. So now I can pull that out. And that's exactly what it looks like. That's the notch on it, so that's why it hooks in. So that one's off now, and there you go. You have one shoe off. I'm gonna take this off because I'm gonna have to adjust this down. I'm gonna have to adjust this down because it's already adjusted for the wear of these. So next thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one down bottom. Rotate it, there it is, detent, out. That right there is the removal of your shoes. A lot simpler than I thought, because I thought it was gonna whoop my behind, but there we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the new ones. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bottom one on first, line everything up, and then I'm gonna put the top one on. And then after I put the top one on, we'll be able to put the springs back in. You can also see these slots is where this goes in, right there. And then it turns and locks in. So let me go ahead and grab the other shoes. Alright, another key thing is to remember the orientation that these went in. The smaller side right here goes to the bottom. This side goes to the top. However, if you don't remember it exactly, then you can always just look at this. This is the biggest side, it needs a bigger groove. This can't fit here. So this is top, this is bottom. Alright, first thing I want to do is I'm going to get the bottom one in. I can't really see it properly too well, but I'm going to do my best to get it in there. So I'm going to put this one in. I'm going to move the parking brake lever out of the way. And let's see if I can find it. So the easiest thing to do is put your ratchet on there, line it up, push forward, and then turn it. And that right there is in. And now I can set this into the groove. This is your adjuster that you need to set in the groove. Okay, so the bottom one is set in. Let me grab the adjuster for the top one. Alright, I've got the adjuster for the top one. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this. I'm going to adjust it down. So I adjust it myself. That's just this piece of this adjuster out here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in now. And then once I put that one in, I'll go ahead and slide this into its groove. And slide this into its groove also. So now both of these are in. Oops, there we go. So that's in there. I'm gonna take this, press it back slowly. There we go. So now everything's lined up. Now I just need to adjust this out. But first, before I do that, I need to put the springs on. Remember, this is your top spring here. And I don't remember where the bottom spring is. I lost it already. So let me go ahead and put these springs on. Okay, so correction. This is the bottom spring. The bigger one is the bottom spring. Smaller one is the top spring. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in here. Hold it right there. And then I'm gonna grab it with the pliers. Pull it forward. Nope. Grab it again. There we go. Woo! This is not trying to go in. Okay, small one is in. The big one is usually much more of a pain. So we'll see how that goes. Let me attempt to do it on camera, because if it starts beating my behind, I'm going off. Alright, so now I have it in the bottom hole. I'm gonna grab it. Got it! Alright, so both of them in. So now, let me show you guys how it looks. Okay, so we've got our clip back in here. We've got our holder. This is what holds the whole shoe in. There. Got the one there. Clip here. I mean spring there. Spring there. And everything is put back on. So now is going to be the whole adjusting process, where I put the rotor on. I'll adjust this to see how much I need to go up or down or whatever, and then if it doesn't fit, I pull it back off. Do the same thing over and over and over until I get the right adjustment. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm not gonna really film that because it's just a long process. Okay, well, we're basically done with this side. Just need to put the wheel back on. I put the caliper back on. I did the adjustment. Remember, I keep hitting this thing. Remember, in the back, it's two 16mm bolts. This right here is a, I can't remember, 6mm. 6mm Allen to pull that. You can take the caliper and everything right off with it, and then the adjustment is pretty easy. I'll put a link to the video that I did for my rotors, and you'll see it, or I'll actually just show you guys on the other side a little bit of it. So let me go ahead and knock the other side out, and then I'll show you the little bit of adjustment. Okay, so now we're at the point of adjustment. I finished this side already, so now I just need to adjust it up. Easiest thing to do it is, this is the adjustment point, like I said before. When I take the rotor, I'm gonna put it on, and I'm gonna see how freely it slides over. Alright, so that barely slides over too freely. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna adjust it up, I'm pretty sure, for this side. Go up a couple of clicks. And then like right about there. Once I do that, take my rotor, put it right back on. Still a little free. So now I know I can do a couple more clicks. I'm gonna go up about 4 or 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably too much. But now I know I just need to probably come down like 1 or 2 if anything. So yeah, that's just a little too much. Make sure yeah, so that's just a little bit too much. So then, I'll come down. 1. Actually, I'll come down 2. 2. Let's see if the rotor fits on. And it does. It fits on just like that. It has a little play in it. And I think that's good enough on my adjustment. And then obviously I'll put this back in, I'll put the other ones back in, and then I'll be done. Okay, we're all dropped down. And wheels tightened up. So now I'll hop in here. Oh, get a look at the emergency brake. I'll see how much I go up. Right there. That's about all I need. So you see how short it is? That's what the adjustment was for. Get as close to the rotor. That way it has a short travel to pull up. If I want to, I could put a little more on it, but normally it will come like about here. So that's even better. So it's really good. And that should be it. Alright, well that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully this video was helpful to somebody in some way, shape, or form. You can kind of equivalate the shoes on this to other cars. It's kind of the same thing, basically the same principle, but hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully it was helpful to you guys. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment, turn on notifications, hit that share button. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.